It's your views. Nowadays everything's valid, you'll find. Reality exists in the human mind. When faced with the facts, you can opt to be blind. It's your right to choose fake news.
Ladies and gentlemen, live at the Queen Elizabeth Hall, it's Bananarama.
Shakespeare's plays were written by Bacon. Liam Neeson did his own stunts in Taken. Elvis didn't die, he was only faking. True, true, true. The food is great in a Weatherspoon. Native Americans love Daniel Boone. Neil Armstrong never walked on the moon. It's true, true, true. In this brave new world of newspeak, you must keep your wits intact. There's no such thing as falsehood. It's merely an alternative fact. Fact! Psychic Sally is a genuine mystic. Andrew Neil's toupee is so realistic. Vaccinating babies makes them autistic. True, true, true.
You'll be taken care of when you reach old age.
People live well on the minimum wage.
Immigrant kids love living in a cage. True, true, true.
Cigarette smokers are healthier than vapists.
Arlene Foster breaks bread with papists.
Mexican men are all criminals and rapists.
True, true, true.
It's 24-hour news these days, but is it true or not? Chances are it's been engendered by a Russian troll or bot.
What?
The Queen loves Princess Michael of Kent.
Robert Mugabe was a kindly old gent.
Paedophile priests are keen to repent. It's
True, true, true. Santa delivers your gifts on a sleigh. Sex education makes kids gay. EU citizens are welcome to stay. It's true, true, true. Aaron Banks is a modern-day Robin Hood. Priti Patel is a force for good. Harvey Weinstein's misunderstood. It's true, true, true. In your echo chamber, you are quite content to stay, where filter bubbles will ensure you'll be exposed to truth decay. Yay! Richard and Judy are getting divorced. Women in the sex trade are never forced. There's no such thing as the Holocaust. It's true, true, true. There have always been lies, but all the same, Johnson and Trump have upped the game. And if you believe them, you're to blame. It's true, 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 true. It's true, it's true, true.
Good evening. Welcome to my Christmas show. I thought I would just give a brief introduction to the show this evening. There is a slight change to the schedule due to technical difficulties. Can I just make sure that you all can hear me perfectly fine? I don't sound like I'm underwater, don't sound like I'm dying or anything. apart from the fact that I am dying. If you could put notes in the comments just to let me know that you can all hear me okay. Grab a large drink of whatever tickles your fancy, and onwards with the show. It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the happiest season of all, with those holiday greetings and gay happy meetings and friends come to call. It's the happiest season of all, with those parties for hosting, marshmallows for toasting and caroling out in the snow. There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago. It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be much mistletoeing and hearts will be glowing when loved ones are near. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Is it evident that I haven't practiced this at all? Ha ha ha. There'll be parties for hosting, marshmallows for toasting, and caroling out in the snow. There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago. It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be much mistletoeing and hearts will be glowing when loved ones are near. It's the most wonderful time. It's the most wonderful time. Oh, the most wonderful time of the year. Well, again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me live from my bedroom once again for what is probably going to be the final show of the year. Thank God. Massive technical difficulties this evening. I spent all afternoon practicing the backing tracks for all of the Christmas songs, and then all of the Christmas songs that I practiced for went wrong because my PA system was going no about 5 minutes before I was supposed to go live. So I thought, shit, what am I supposed to do? And luckily I have the music. I just haven't practiced for it, and that's evident. What will tonight entail? I hear you ask. So tonight will entail a lot of Christmas songs, old classics, new classics. It will also include that age-old Sam Hanna comedy through song and through stories of what's gone on in the last year, and there are plenty of stories. I do have to say good evening to Kieran, to Holly, maybe Tiana, who knows. There will be lots of stories tonight. You can guarantee that. And I will be singing some of the old favourites of mine. More of that to come a little bit later. A question to put to you before we proceed with the song. Tonight I will be talking about Christmas traditions within my family. I grew up in a family of 7, so 5 kids, 2 parents, obviously. No, nice with maths. Shame I failed. It would be interesting to hear some funny stories of Christmas traditions from your families, and hopefully when we get some comments, I can maybe share them, whether they're appropriate or not. Now, of course, one great thing about Christmas is one of my favourite singers comes out of the woodwork. Although I do have to say, Michael Bublé is not just for Christmas. Michael Bublé is for life. But of course, his Christmas album is by far the best of his work. And first of the requests comes from Connor Spencer, gone but never forgotten, my old manager for Virgin Media, who kindly left us yesterday. So this one is for Connor Spencer and also for Kieran. I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue just thinking about you. Decorations are red on a green Christmas tree. Won't be the same, dear, if you're not here with me. And when those blue snowflakes start falling, that's when those blue memories start calling. You'll be doing alright with your Christmas white, but I have a blue Christmas. I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue just thinking about you. Decorations of red on a green Christmas tree won't be the same, dear, if you're not here with me. And when those blue snowflakes start falling, that's when those blue memories start calling. You'll be doing alright with your Christmas of white, and I have a blue Christmas. Yes, I have a blue Christmas. Thank you very much. Now, of course, I want to sort of slip away from the Christmas music at the moment. Now, and just explain that, of course, we have my colleague from Hell, Harry, and myself have created a little bit of a following on Facebook and YouTube in the last year or so. We had a massive hit podcast called Hannah and Eastwood Get Real, and when I started working for Test and Trace, we had to stop that, so we had to think of a new way to reach the millions and speak the truth. So we sort of slid away from YouTube just for a moment. But of course, there is a major streaming platform which is now known as Meta. Whoever's idea was that, they need to be sacked. Who names a business Meta? But I do feel that as I slowly approach my 24th year, I think it's time. I think it's time to approach the younger generation to show that I can still be hip hop and happening. So I just have three words really, and that's break it down. Yo, 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 yo. Sam Hanna in the house. Big it up. Uncle's a PC, wonder who is messaged me, loading up my Facebook, gotta have a quick look. How somebody's punked me, words with phrases just straight. See a funny picture like this over picture. Facebook, Facebook, I'm hooked on Facebook. I used to write songs hanging out at the mall. Now I wait for them to write themselves on my wall. It's more than I want, it's more than I need. I shrivel up and die without my Facebook feed. Take a look, you'll find you're hooked on Facebook. Facebook, 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 right. When the song is done, I'll go for a nap. I check my Facebook in the morning, I check it in the night. I check my Facebook when it's dark, I check it when it's live. I'm Mr. Zuckerberg, what have you done? I can't get away however fast I run. Facebook is everywhere, it's like I'm breathing it in. It's like a natural air. What? It's illegal to have Facebook when you're underage. But everywhere I go here, people say, have you got a Facebook page? I mean, who doesn't? Out. And of course, there goes my rap career. We shan't miss you. And of course, just staying on the point of social media. Oh, bloody hell, that Bailey's is going to be gone by the end of tonight. So staying on the theme of social media, there is also another platform that we are trying to use, but I'm just far too lazy. We did do some research into this. Can I just say thank you to Holly Phillips for helping me research this. I've looked at her profile and it's just made me never want to use it again. And of course, that platform is Instagram. Picture of me, glass of champagne, Luton Airport, hashtag cool, destination, Montenegro, check my hashtag, infinity pool, feet on the beach, nail art chic, hashtag trending, I'm so fleek. Posted all on the gram today. Happy as a clam today. That's the person I am today. So double tap and follow me. Living my best life, living a blessed life, showing the world I'm living my bucket list. Every moment moment is recorded, and with likes I am rewarded. If I don't get the likes, I don't exist. Look at my cat, isn't she sweet? Sparkly color, hashtag cute. Look at my cat peeping out from my hashtag top shop boot. See her leave, hashtag epic fail, wearing a bonnet, chasing her tail, posted up on social media. The likes have got to get much speedier. On me and puss will only get needier. So comment on my cat right now. Meow! Living my best life, living a blessed life, blocking the haters who say that I'm miserable, showing my life through the filter lens. Every day I make new friends. If I don't get the likes, I'll be invisible. Sometimes I wish I could leave all this behind me. Go cold turkey, smash my phone, throw my laptop in the bin. Then an influencer likes my picture of scattered cushions, and before I know it, fuck it, I'm sucked back in. Look at me pouting, shoulders leaning, eyebrows lifted, hashtag makeup. Any location, check the lighting. First thing I do when I hashtag wake up. Play to your angle, smile like you mean it. Hashtag gorgeous, how many have seen it? Tell me I'm sexy, you like my hair. Lost the weight so much I can wear. Show me you like me, share. If you follow me, I'll follow you back. Living my best life, living a blessed life, putting it out there for the world to see. Always hungry, can you blame me? Dying inside when you fat shame me. If I don't get the likes, what's the point of me? 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 Again, thank you very much. Talking about tonight, as I said, will be a huge mix of my comedy stuff and my Christmas and some Christmas stuff. It will also include quite a few covers because I thought, why not? I thought I would test the waters with some stuff. By the way, if you do have any requests, put them in the comments. I can see what I can do in terms of requests. This year has been a really interesting year because everybody started the year by saying, oh, it can't get much worse. It can't get much worse. And it did in a way. 2021 started in a way worse than 2020 did. 2020, we had all of our freedom at the start of 2020, However, within the first 4 days of 2021, we were within a lockdown again. Multiple celebrities have died again. How dare they? But of course, the worst thing to happen out of 2021, I started working for Virgin Media. Thank you. We love you too. As I was saying so beautifully before, I was rudely interrupted in the comments. I started working for Virgin Media. Now, of course, I love the people that I work with. The people that I work with are very supportive. They make me laugh constantly. We go out drinking regularly, which is perfect. In terms of the job, it's made me remember why I hate people. People just... I'm dealing with complaints constantly. My TV's not working. My broadband's not working. I pay for a Wi-Fi service. Why am I not getting the Wi-Fi service? And it's a case of remaining calm. Although you want to reach down the phone and punch them in the face, it's a case of remaining calm, explaining the job, and just saying, you don't pay for Wi-Fi. Nobody pays for Wi-Fi. And of course, lots of great stories come out of working for Virgin Media because of the people that I work with. I did gather that, Leanne. Hi, Leanne. So the person that I usually get the bus with, unless she ditches me for a lift or decides to ditch me for a week off, because apparently a week off sounds better than working with the man, the myth, the legend. Every moment walking to work or on the way to work is never a dull moment. As I describe Holly, she is a walking, talking jukebox. If I'm feeling sad that day, Holly gets on the bus, starts singing Flowers by RD, or starts singing Oasis, and all of a sudden, everybody on the bus is just looking at her thinking, what a fucking weirdo. Why did I have to get this bus? So in some ways, it's a win situation. Although it is a massive loss. Anyway, I'm stumbling away from the real theme of tonight. So the real theme of tonight is Christmas, of course. My dad absolutely hates Christmas. He loves Christmas Day. He hates the run up to Christmas. He hates Christmas shopping. He hates my mum saying, "Oh, have we got this? Have we got that?" And he hates Christmas music. He hates Christmas films. So with Christmas, you can't really win with him. However, I did have a little heart-to-heart with him earlier this month, and I sat him down and I said, "Dad, so why do you not like why do you not like the run-up to Christmas?" And he told me the most harrowing story of something that happened to him or happened to a family member when he was young. And for some reason, I thought the best way to explain this situation for the show is through the medium of song. Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. Now you can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe she'd been drinking too much eggnog, and we begged her not to go. But she forgot her medication, and she staggered out the door into the snow. When we found her Christmas morning, At the scene of the attack, she had hoofprints on her forehead and incriminating claws marks on her back. Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. Now you can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. Now we're all so proud of Grandpa. He's been taking this so well. Sitting in there watching football, drinking beer and playing strip poker with Mel. It's not Christmas without Grandma. All the family's dressed in black, and we just can't help but wonder, should we open up our gifts or send them back? Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. Now you can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. Sing it, Grandpa. Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. More on that exotic little story a little bit later. So, as I said, I will explain a little bit about my family traditions. Family traditions have adapted as we've got older, and as my older sisters have rightly moved out. When we were kids, we used to get up at about 4:00. We used to get our parents up at 4:00, spend about 2.5 hours opening presents, and on Christmas Day we always have a large English breakfast, and then we go to church, and then we go to visit our nan, and then we come home. We have the roast, we have the Christmas pudding, and then we go and see my sister, and then we sit down, pour ourselves a large drink, and watch Christmas TV. Although I do have to say, Christmas TV over the last decade or so has massively gone downhill. So as we got older, we struggled to get out of bed by about 8:00 on Christmas Day. Luckily, I'm not working this year, because otherwise I'd be working from 9 till 6 or something pathetic, on normal pay. So I struggled to get out of bed by about 8:00. I've learnt the grace face with the presents. If it's not something that I like, I've learned to smile and say, thank you. I really appreciate the thought that went into that. Whilst internally I'm thinking, I hope you kept the receipt, because I am looking at returning that. So anyone who's bought me Christmas presents this year that didn't buy me Christmas presents last year, word of warning. But yeah, again, if you want to share some of your weird Christmas traditions with us, feel free to drop them in the comments. I will read through them, make sure that they're appropriate, and potentially read them out to our massive audience. They said there'd be snow at Christmas. They said there'd be peace on earth. But instead it just kept on raining. veil of tears for the virgin birth. I remember one Christmas morning, winter's light and a distant choir, the peal of a bell and that Christmas tree smell, their eyes full of tinsel and fire. They sold me a dream of Christmas, they sold me a silent night. They told me a fairy story till I believed in the Israelite. And I believed in Father Christmas, looked to the sky with excited eyes, and awoke with a yawn and the first light of dawn. I saw him and blew his disguise. I wish you a hopeful Christmas, I wish you a brave new year. All anguish, pain and sadness, leave your heart and let your road be clear. They said there'd be snow at Christmas, they said there'd be peace on earth. Hallelujah, Noel will be in heaven or hell. Christmas we get, we deserve. It's Christmas time, there's no need to be afraid. At Christmas time, we let it light and we banish shade. And in our world of plenty, we can spread a smile of joy. Throw your arms around the world at Christmas time, but say your prayer, pray for the other ones. At Christmas time, it's hard, but when you're having fun, there's a world outside your window, and it's a world of dread and fear, where the only water flowing is a bitter sting of tears, and the Christmas bells are ringing are the clanging chimes of doom. Well, tonight, thank God it's them instead of you, and there won't be snow in Africa this Christmas time. The greatest gift they'll get this year is life. Oh, when nothing ever grows, no rain or rivers flow, do they know it's Christmas time at all? Here's to you, raise a glass for everyone. Here's to them underneath that burning sun. Do they know it's Christmas time at all? world. Let them know it's Christmas time. Feed the world. Let them know it's Christmas time again. Feed the world. Let them know it's Christmas time. Feed the world. Let them know it's Christmas time again. Well, we are reaching the 41-minute mark. So we are about halfway through. It's very strange because this Christmas show has taken a very different turn since the technical difficulties. Before the technical difficulties, I knew exactly what I was doing. I knew exactly what I was saying. Now everything's just gone to pot. And I have exactly no idea what I'm doing. I've just learned to talk, and hopefully that makes everything seem okay. Time for another request. People absolutely love this song. This isn't actually my song. This is done by a wonderful lady named Dilly Keane, who when she first performed this song was probably about 66. And I had the pleasure of interviewing her a couple of years ago whilst at university. Whilst interviewing her, I expressed my joy for this song because I performed it at multiple open mic nights, and people just seem to love it. But apparently, she absolutely hates it. She said she described this song as like watching the Daleks on Doctor Who. You just want to hide behind the sofa. This song to her is like Facebook rap for me. But I absolutely love performing this song. It is a firm favourite wherever I perform. And it was requested of tonight. So I thought, why not? It's been a while. Let's give it a shot. My wife, she come home Friday with a brand new motor car. She told me I could drive it. I said, Megan, you're a star. We drove down to the boozer for a vodka and a fag. Then, of course, we had to celebrate the purchase with a shag. We go doggy, we're a treat for any passerby out jogging. We do it because we found that when people crowd around, it's somehow more profound when you're dogging. Now, I do understand there may be some older members of the audience in tonight, so if you are struggling with the meaning of the song, all I can say is hang on in there. I do believe the meaning will shine through by the end of the song. If at the end of the show you are still having some difficulties, try asking a young person. Leanne, how are you doing? If the young person or the youth isn't of no support, I suggest you try Googling it. Just a word to the wise, if you have Virgin Media, don't ring me for advice. Well, we drove down to the far end of the car park back of Astor. The threesome was hard at it in a sporty little master and made it more exciting as they pressed against glass. And when Megan got her torture, you could see right up her arse. They were dogging. Believe me, they were more than merely snogging. And no head cheeks were parted, she spoke when she farted, and we wanted to get started on our dogging. How are the older members doing now? Not finding it too impenetrable. Well, we rushed back to our car because we were randy as two goats, but being late November, we had on our duffel coats. We should have stripped off first before getting back inside, because strobing in a smart car isn't easy. Have you tried? We were dogging, in the struggle for on Megan to her frogging. Our apparel was misguided, because when our heads collided, my man had them subsided, but that's dogging. Well, of course this was a step up, but I wasn't beaten yet, because Meg's really very handy when my big bayonet. She quickly had my flagpole responding to my touch, and the next thing she was upside down and staring at the clutch. We were dogging. The heat was on to stop the windows fogging. Thank God for plastic sheeting, while one must protect the seating, because the fabric takes a beating when you're dogging. I see we've lost some viewers. They've gone to Google it. Well, by now a crowd had gathered and was cheering for birds, and I was good for peeking, though I like make to come first. My legs were at the sunroof as I really hit the stride, and I abruptly stopped and cried, "The roses are outside!" We were dogging. We were so alarmed our arteries were clogging, but we took it on the chin when the coppers with a grin said, "Can anyone join in with your dogging?" Well, as you can imagine, Meg and I went through to bits. She left the fever copper stringing in between her tits. Our ecstasy was mounting, we were feeling so alive. When you should wonder why, but a bloke from Channel 5, he likes dogging. He signed us for a series he was blogging. So watch out for Meg and me, and the other celebrity will be shagging on TV. Now they dogging, oh we'll be dogging, oh think of all the limelight we'll be hogging. With a credit show my hand, massaging my gland, which is very nice. It sounds one more like dogging. Well, thank you very much for continuing to put up with me. I feel the time has come to mention the big word, the elephant in the room, to do with Christmas, and that is religion. Now, of course, I was brought up as a highly religious child. I was brought up by highly Christian grandparents who loved me and cherished me for the person that I was. But I was inside. They really wanted me to be a child of God, not a child of my parents, which was very interesting. Of course, that's gone out the window. So my faith has disappeared. I don't go to church anymore. I don't really look into that anymore. However, I am still open to the idea that if somebody wants a conversation, I'm happy for a debate. However, I thought, because it's Christmas, we should really put a fairly religious related Christmas song into the show. So I chose the least religious Christmas song to go into the show. So here we go. Hopefully no one's heads start spinning. ray of hope flickers in the sky. A tiny star lights up way up high. All across the land dawns a brand new morn. This comes to pass when a child is born. A silent wish sails the seven seas. The winds of change whisper in the trees, and the walls of doubt crumble, tossed and torn. This comes to pass when a child is born. Rosy hue settles all around. You've got the feel you're on solid ground. For a spell or two, no one seems forlorn. This comes to pass when a child is born. And all of this happens because the world is waiting for one child. Black, white or yellow, no one knows. But a child that will grow up and turn tears to laughter, hate to love, war to peace, and everyone to everyone's neighbour. And misery and suffering will be a thing of the past. It's all a dream, an illusion now. It must come true sometime soon, somehow. All across the land dawns a brand new morn. This comes to pass when a child is born. This comes to pass when a child is born. Now, of course, over the course of this evening, I have mentioned my work best friend, Holly Phillips, who has been a massive support to me over everything that I've been to in the last year or so. It's lovely because I can tell her anything, and she tells me all of the gossip, basically. And so basically, I am just a font of knowledge for her at the moment because I know quite a few of her stories, none of which will be shared this evening, because I made a promise. But all I can say about this next song, this song is dedicated to her. Tale as old as time, true as it can be. Barely even friends, then somebody bends unexpectedly. Just a little change, small to say the least, both a little scared, neither one prepared, Beauty and the Beast. ever just the same, ever a surprise, ever as before, ever just as sure as the sun will rise. Tale as old as time, tune as old as song, bittersweet and strange, finding you can change, learning you were wrong. Certain as the sun, rising in the east, tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, Beauty and the Beast. Tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, Beauty and the Beast. I hope everyone is still doing okay. As I said, that song was dedicated to Holly Phillips. I'm not going to go into the story. She's asked me not to. But those who know, know. Those who know are the only ones that need to know. Going back to the religion thing. As I said, I was brought up by highly Christian grandparents. This next song is They Will Hate Me For. However, it's dedicated to them. Jesus was a Jewish philosopher, had a lot of nice ideas about our existential fears, and much admired by his peers. Short and Jewish and quite political, often hesitant and very analytical. Praise be to Jesus, praise be to Woody Allen Jesus, Woody Allen Jesus. Jesus was a great entertainer, doing cold tricks all of the time, turning water into wine, making stormy weather fine. Even now his stunts confound us, kinda did what Darren Brown does. Praise be to Jesus, praise be to Magic Woody Allen Jesus, Magic Woody Allen Jesus. Jesus died but then came back to life, so the Holy Bible said, kinda like in Dawn of the Dead, like a film by Simon Pegg. Tried that these days, you'd be trouble. Kids will try to smack you with a shovel. Praise be to Jesus, praise be to Magic Woody Allen Zombie Jesus, Magic Woody Allen Zombie Jesus. Jesus ascended into heaven. He was an incredible guy. You don't often find tennis or fly, disappear right into the sky. And only once did he use his ability. Great power comes great responsibility. Praise be to Jesus, praise be to Magic Woody Allen Zombie Superman Jesus. Jesus, mother gave birth to him without having sex with a dude. No, she would never be that rude, never even be nude with a dude. Freedom without the opposite gender is commonly known as parthenogenesis. Other animals are only males, include a lot of lizards and various snails. Praise be to Jesus. Praise be the magic bully and the zombie, Superman, Commodore, Dragon, Jesus. Jesus can communicate with the deceased like psychic Sally. Jesus lives forever, which is pretty odd, but not as odd as his fetish for drinking blood. Jesus is in more than one place at a time, looking at legend or Schrodinger's theorem. Jesus pulled off the water walking miracle. He was his hand, he has an amphibious vehicle. Jesus had bare feet, long hair, and a beard. But I'm not saying that it's me, cause it couldn't be. I'm not saying that I am Jesus. I'm not saying that I am Jesus. I am Jesus. Praise be to Jesus. Praise be to Woody Allen Jesus. Woody Allen Jesus. Praise be the magic Woody Allen zombie, Superman, Commodore, Dragon, telepathic vampire, quantum, hovercraft, me, Jesus. That song was written by the wonderful Dimension. I am sad to say that we would soon be reaching the end of our time together. It's gone very quickly. But hopefully in the new year, hopefully we can all get together actually in a venue and watch me. I mean, I couldn't watch myself, but you understand my gist. Hopefully everybody's really enjoyed this evening. I am going to spend 5 or 10 minutes now, just rather than singing, just telling Christmas cracker jokes, because for me, that is the best part of Christmas. Everyone loves a Christmas cracker joke. So first of all, which part of the Middle East has sheep that fall from the sky? Bahrain. I'm loving these already. What did Jay-Z call his partner before they got married? Fiance. I'm losing viewers already. I love this. What is white and minty? A polo bear. I forgot my toothbrush. Anyway, moving swiftly onwards. What type of key do you need for a nativity play? A donkey. Anyway, because viewers are massively dropping, thanks to my wonderful jokes, I feel that I should start to bring the show to a close. So this next song is another request. It's always a firm favourite for myself and Harry to sing. However, because Harry's not here tonight, I shall sing the main part only. I normally sing the harmony because I'm amazing. I mean, you can tell that here. So this song is dedicated to Harry and is also dedicated to someone very special. Love is just so complicated. Love is frankly overrated. The more we learn, the less we seem to know. And though we know you may say pish, we sometimes have a private wish that we could change the status quo. Wouldn't it be nice to be a lesbian? Telling all the chaps to take a hike. I don't want to get too graphic, but my smile would be seraphic. Tomorrow I was Suffolk and could share my partner's bike. Look, no bar. I turn my back on every Casanova. to spend my life with someone who revealed never to love that might not become a foe. But if someone bumped my donut, then I might be very happy as a dyke. Wouldn't it be nice to be a lesbian? No, Dad would be astonished at the news. A girlfriend just like Ellen, or a female Ian McKellen, a bird with buns and melons and some interesting tattoos. Whoa. Oh, I would find it really life-enhancing, spending every single Friday night line dancing, sweet world to Katie Lang. My yang will meet her yang, dosey going in a pair of comfy shoes. Wouldn't it be nice to be a lesbian? If only there was something we could do. I find it makes me grumpy when both the chests are bumpy, and I miss the rumpy pumpy. Yes, I'm sorry, but it's true. I like the way the two bits fit together. When you disrespect the birds of a different feather, and it would be a waste to use a turkey baster to make that struggle in my stone to blue. And the appellation will not stick to me. I won't have a strap a dick to me, and I'm afraid I'm not a lesbian boo. So as my theories all collapse, I'll admit it, I love chaps. And I'll never be a lesbian, how about you? '18th, 21st, weddings, christenings, milestones rushing past, anniversaries, then retirement. Life goes by so fast. It's good to know there will always be excuse for celebration. And the parties I go to nowadays don't need an invitation. I'm off to a funeral, a hippity-hip hooray. A person I didn't know very well has sadly passed away. The funeral is in Leamington, which is always nice to visit. And at my age, it's a present day evidence. That's not too much to ask now, is it? I'm off to a funeral, a colleague of mine is dead. The woman has bored me for years and years, now she's boring gone instead. I'll have to say to fairly, the journey's a bit of a swine. My bag is large and roomy, so I can nick a bottle of wine. But oh gosh, I don't get out like I used to do. At my age, festive occasions are far too few. Last rites give us a chance to fraternize. We'll sing some turgid hymns and then we'll socialize. I'm off to another funeral with sandwiches and cake. Catch up with the scouts, the cousins of mine, and love a jolly good way. We'll tell each other you haven't changed. We'll be lying through our teeth. Donate to the chosen charity, well it's cheaper than a wreath. We all must die, it's but across the grand design. The late lamented had a sad decline. She didn't want to go on, her bed sores were chronic. Made mine a triple Hendrix, just a dash of tonic. It's yet another funeral, someone's got to eternal rest. A humanist service, I've got to be true, the Catholics do it best. Oh yes, it's sad, the words of faith says, let her timely end. But secretly ashamed to think of I looked another friend. Yes, that song was aptly called Funerals. So as I said, my team was split up yesterday due to my manager leaving. to go to retentions, which is a different part of Virgin Media. But being split up, it did make me think of all of the people that I've spoken to in the last year, or got to know in the last year, because I started working for Test and Trace, and then I left Test and Trace and fell out of contact with people, and then I started working for Virgin Media. People came and left, and I fell out of contact with them. First of all, let me just say that if you are one of those people watching tonight, and I have fallen out of contact with you, I do apologise. This song, this fairly penultimate song, is dedicated to you. Goodbye, old friends. The day is fled in 0 hours nigh, my friends. For who knows when the three of us will sit together here again. So let's pour another glass and we'll watch the sun slip low, and we'll raise a toast to friendship made so many years ago. It seems so strange. When we were young, we thought that things would never change. We're older now, and here we are. We made it through the years somehow. Oh, we can't replace the friendships that we forged when we were young. One's a pick up from the place where they so carelessly were flung. Goodbye, may the road rise with you. Goodbye, may the breeze fly with you. Goodbye, goodbye. Think of me and drink to me sometime. Some friends you lose for careless things are said and done, the wound and bruise. We're all to blame, and yet we do it to each other just the same. For a friend can make you weep as much as any lover can, while some others merely reach the end of their allotted span. Friends come and go. Who knows why friendships fade and die while others grow? Well, one or two can never ever be replaced by someone new. And by now we can distinguish what is false and what is real, and we'll bind the true and trusting to our hearts with hoops of steel. Goodbye, may the road rise with you. Goodbye, may the breeze fly with you. Goodbye, goodbye. Think of me and drink to me sometimes. Goodbye, may the road rise with you. Goodbye, may the breeze fly with you. Goodbye, goodbye. Think of me and drink to me sometime. Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We have reached the end of the show. I do have two more songs to sing. This song is the finale, however. And what can I say about this song? It's completely daft. Ridiculous, in fact. And yes, it is the campest thing since the last World Convention of Boy Scouts. But apart from dogging, it's one song written that I love with all of my heart. Because you see, it is completely true. If you've discovered a sheep in your boyfriend's bed and that job that you wanted has been given to Michelle Pfeiffer, and the bailiffs have taken away your Robbie Williams collection, it's no use sobbing at home, feeling like a piece of half-chewed tripe. There is only one guaranteed cure. Not drink, although that can help. And people do have pictures of myself asleep, standing up with my eyes open in nightclubs. It's brilliant. Memories are to be made. So not drink, but that can help. Not drugs, because that's a temporary measure only. Not even a bloody good shag, and the loan of Michael Bublé's new album, or not even my new album, could even help. Sequins are the cure. Sequins are the only guaranteed cure for depression that I'm aware of. So if you put on something glittery, I know for a fact Tess is prone to wearing some sparkles. Throw a bit of polyfiller over the old visage. Totter out in a pair of stilettos, and not only will you feel better about yourself, you'll make yourself laugh because you look absolutely ridiculous. I played this song to myself when horrible things happen. Last year, during the lockdown that lasted 4 months, I found myself in a horrible predicament mentally, and this song helped me through. When the Tories won the general election in 2019, I played this song and it helped me through. It always acts like the cooling stream upon the panting heart. Almost poetic. Balm to the soul, this song. And balm to the soul to know that this song is played up and down the land. It is played at gay men's funerals. It's played when people are depressed. It's quite beautiful that this song means something to quite a few people, not just myself. I hope you too will find in it a little nugget of truth, some pearl of wisdom that you can take away with you, lock into your hearts, for it will help you through the long dark years of a Conservative government ahead. Let's sing it and play it again, Sam. When life has got you down, you're broke, you're on your uppers, and you don't know who to call your friend. When you're feeling rather run down because you find yourself in another lockdown, and you think you really reached the bitter end. When you're feeling in the dumps, because this might last for God knows how many months, and the river, yes, the river's your only hope. Don't do it, no, don't jump. Take a tip from me, you jump. And listen, cause here's the only way to go. So on a sequin, it's sure to cheer you up. So on a sequin, when you've drained life's bitter cup, sequins will brighten up the oldest shabby dress. Sequins are guaranteed to bring you happiness. A sequin is such a little thing, but sure as hell you know that it'll bring you through when you've got writer's block. Yes, it's easier to smile as you face each fearful trial when you've got a bit of heaven on your frock. You do start to dwell because you started working for Sitel, and you think that your life has hit rock bottom. You spent 18 months inside when Dame Vera Lynn, she's died. And those lockdown blues, you've got 'em. Keep your chin up, don't be a fun. Pack your trousseau in a trunk. You've no money, well go out and buy a ring. Paint some lipstick and powder on, please. Throw away those dungarees. And go and make some other man your king. Tack on some tinsel, you owe it to yourself. Add some diamante and you'll climb back off the shelf. Fix on some feathers, push some tulle around your hair. Then you can face the future with the right amount of glam. Ladies, we always muster, tend to keep a luster, for you never know what passion you'll arouse. So, darlings, don't be bitter, be liberal with the glitter, and embroider lots of moonbeams on your blouse. So on a sequin when you felt fate's piercing dart. If you're in the equinox of life to cheer your heart, gather your organza, shimmer, shine, be gay. Don't give in to tears, just emulate the Milky Way. Though a sequin's wee twinkles takes the focus off your wrinkles, for a sequin bore is there the trouble less. So ply your needle through that hole, or just glue one to your mole, and strew a spot of stardust. Every girl or guy, from near or far, must strew a spot of stardust on your dress. Well, thank you very much for joining me tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure. My name has been Sam Hanna. Just a couple of notices before I do my what I call encore, because yes, I thought I would treat you all to a Christmas present tonight. A couple of notices. Tonight's show is brought to you by LVD, which is Lakes Valet and Detailing. It's a very new business set up by my good friend Kieran Lake. All of your car needs are provided through him. And as a little Christmas present, and what started as a little joke, but of course I love a good joke, so I'll run with it. when his website becomes available, if you use the discount code Simon25, you will get 25% off your first detail. In talking of websites, my very good friend Kieran Shepherd is creating me a professional website. More information on that to come within the new year. Harry and I, in other news, have written a show for next year, a properly live show featuring more comedy, more songs that nobody wants to hear, and an actual live debut for Testicles. So that should be interesting. More information again on that in the new year. This song, this encore, I'm sure lots of people can relate to this. So if you are experiencing a bad day with people shopping in town or people shopping in whatever city you're at, just sing this. Thank you very much. I've been Sam Hanna. Been an absolute pleasure. Christmas comes but once a year, and when it comes it brings good cheer, a season of goodwill and fun. And yet while most of us feel festive, Grinch is out there just get restive and spoil it all for everyone. Though it's too much to expect you to be nice, you'll find that life is easier with this sad advice. Try not to be a cunt, it's Christmas. It's only for a day or two. The rest of us are doing our best to be jolly, so don't go looking like you swallowed a bunch of barley. Help with the washing up and don't be a slob. Don't shout at us, they're only doing their job. For fuck's sake, be merry, have another sherry, and try not to be a cunt, 'cause Santa's coming. Try not to be a cunt. Look, there's a reindeer. Try not to be a cunt. Just call me Rudolph. Try not to be a cunt. C-U-N-T, cuntity, cuntity, cunt. Thank you once again. My name's been Sam Hanna. It's been an absolute pleasure. Wishing you a very Merry Christmas from my family to yours. And I look forward to seeing you all in the new year. Thank you very much.